Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Washington versus Oregon State college football matchup on Friday, November 4th, 2022. Here on YouTube, I do tons of free pick videos, so be sure to subscribe to our channel. We do free picks every day, sportschatplace.com, pickdawgz.com, right here on YouTube, as well as across social media and our live shows. And when you give out that many free picks, you're bound to like some games more than others. And to find out which games those are, as well as to get best bets from some of the top handicappers in the world today, head on over to our website, pickdawgz.com, click on the Premium Picks tab. While you're there, be sure to use the discount code PICK, P-I-C-K. You'll get 15% off all of your purchases totaling $25 or more. But let's get to this one. We've got Washington versus Oregon State. Two 6-2 teams going at it. Two teams that have won their games recently. Washington, winners of their last two games, beating Arizona and Cal. Oregon State, winners of their last three, beating Stanford, Washington State, and Colorado. But, when we look at these two teams, certainly have seen some highs and some lows. The loss at Arizona State was a tough one for Washington. They were 13.5-point favorites in that one. In fact, they were 3-point favorites at UCLA when they lost by 8 points in the Rose Bowl. When we look over at Oregon State, their losses at Utah, 42-16. They were 10.5-point dogs in that one. Did not even get a whiff. And then the other one was an interesting game, 17-14 against USC in Corvallis. They were getting 5.5 points, so they covered the spread in it and really holding the USC Trojans to just 17 points, something no one else has been able to do so far this season. When we look at Washington's defense, 61st best in the nation in yards allowed, 367 points per game, but allowing over 27 points per game. That's close to 80th, while the Oregon State offense averaging about 32 points per game, 33 points per game range. Really not proficient at passing the football, but running the football, they've done a really nice job. So it's strength against strength there in that side of the matchup. When we look at the other side of the matchup, well, Washington is the #1 passing team in the nation. Oregon State about 68th in the nation in passing yards against, about 230 per game, while Washington passing for almost 380 per game. Washington does not run the football. Oregon State has been very proficient at stopping the run this season. So what's going to happen? Oregon State's going to drop some guys back into coverage, going to force Washington to beat them on the ground. Can they do it? And that's what this all really comes down to. But Oregon State is 4-1 against the number, following a game that they covered the spread, 6-2 against the number this season, but 1-6 against the number in their last 7 on the road. Meanwhile, Washington 4-1 against the number in their last 5 at home, but 10-26 against the number in the last 36 in the Pac-12. Oregon State's played really well at Washington, covering in 8 of the last 10 meetings. In fact, the road teams covered in 6 of the last 7 meetings of these two teams. Oregon State kept it within 3 against USC. I think they can keep it within 3 with Washington. We're getting 4.5 here with the Beavers. I'm going to take Oregon State, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks today, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. Our betting tools are 100% free in the way they work. They show you just how often all the bets on the board today actually hit. Then they show you today's odds, and from there, you can assess the risk-reward, putting yourself on the bets that come in the most and pay the most. That's how you make money betting on sports.